Hi, now welcome back to the channel. What? See what time it is. We're gonna work on getting these throttle bodies mounted on this thing. John gonna go out here and race in the rain, see what his draggy says. I'm gonna sit here and work on this throttle body, see if we can't get this thing mounted this morning. Figure out how I want this thing to go. I was talking to Philip. He said you can't delete this port because the air idle motor, and I just got to looking once I got over here to Nigel's and said, yep, that's right, because right there's the little plunger up and down. Probably just lose the stem, leave the stem off of it. Just let it mount up in here, something like this. That gives me a lot more room up in there. Probably gonna be the plan, something like that. And I'm thinking about taking the injectors. I can always notch the backbone. I'm thinking about sliding the injectors up there and building me my own little house and leave the injectors where they are, just move the throttle body up here to the front some more. We'll figure it out. Like I said, we're still working with it. Cause I can always use these O-rings, give me a piece of metal, build me a receiver for the lower injector part, build me some mounts for my fuel rail, and then I can always take this right here and just thread them and put a cap in and put a little freeze plug in those if need be. That's all easy stuff. So let me get this thing figured out real quick. All right, now, well, got here, got to mess around, and I was gonna mount the throttle bodies to the front, but the more I thought about it, the more me and John, we had the Indian leg wrestle on. We were sitting here talking backwards and forwards. Couldn't figure out, I can shake his head. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do, but after me and him Indian leg wrestle, I didn't realize this fool was 3/4 Apache before we come up with this deal over here. Look at him. Oh, 3/4 Apache over there. I didn't realize that fool was as strong as what he was. He won, and I ended up deciding that we're gonna go ahead and cut this frame. So we ended up, I bent this round. I'm gonna do the other side right now, and then we're gonna split it, we're gonna brace it, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But you always gotta watch out for them Indians. You never know which one it is or whatnot. You watch out for them Johns of the world. Little dude's leg's stronger than what you think it is. She's totaled. Never be the same. This bar, I had to kick it out sideways because of the throttle. I hate that side. The timing chain curve made me make that bar wider and this one thinner. So naturally the bars are rather crooked. But when we cut this out, this thing came out well. Like it didn't tighten up or nothing on us. So everything stayed true. So now I'm gonna do some bracing. I'm gonna run a piece from here to there to there to tie it in. And we'll go from there. Like I said, we got throttle body room. And there you go. Got it up in there. Y'all know I ain't worried about running no filters. I'm gonna go through and now I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna box this piece in. I'm gonna put some bracing from here forwards. Now I got all this up on there. It ain't bad. We'll still wish these bars were proportional, but they're strong, so it don't matter. Like I said, it just, when the side cover's on, they come, you can't see none of this. None of it on either side, so that's pretty good. Well, like I said, we got room all the way around it for everything. Injectors and all. Have this thing running soon. All right, I went through and got it braced up, welded, painted. Don't look too bad. Box that in. I dropped the motor down so I could paint it and weld it all up. Now I'm gonna go through and pick the motor back up, put it back in there like it's supposed to be. Should do just fine. So I added that way it ain't open, but my damn throttle body wind up right across there, so that'd be pretty good. There we go. It turned out looking a little better than I thought it was gonna look. Heck, it probably turned out better than y'all thought it was gonna look. Oh, I'm gonna now I can go ahead and hook my throttle cables up. I'm gonna pull my spacer back off and put my O-rings on it. We're gonna go ahead and button up the motor's mounted. I got all the bolts in the motor, so the motor is permanently mounted. So now I'm gonna go ahead and mount the throttle bodies and all that, throttle cables, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. We can start doing other stuff now. All right, guys, look, we're getting closer. I'm gonna go ahead and take that radiator. She's mounted. We got room between it and the wheel. We're good on all that. I went and checked it. So I'm gonna pull it back off. I'm gonna paint it black here in just a minute. But we getting there. Like I said, it ain't bad. I'm getting there. Got my little reservoir mounted out there for my rear brakes. So we got the scales. Y'all comment below and tell me what y'all think this thing's gonna weigh. Stock, I think they're 224. with no fluids in it, without this motor on it. Now we still got the clutch and side cover to put on it. Missing the clutch and side cover, which is probably 3 or 4 pounds. We don't have no fluid in the motor or the radiator hose hooked up. I'm gonna stick this side fairing on it. And we're missing the chain. So what do y'all think with missing the chain, the rear sprocket? What do y'all think it's gonna weigh? Comment below, tell me what y'all think it's gonna weigh. 9,210, it says I am. There you go. We're gonna set it up on these scales real quick. Sorry about that. Set up on these scales and see what it weighs. There she is, 262, 263. There's me on it. 470, so it's gonna come out about 480 pounds probably with me on it. Home to work. You keep calling, you said you're sick. So I figured I'd come in the house and I'd work a little bit. What you think? Can you get some rags and clean this water up real quick? Can you get the rags and clean the water up? What else I got you, Nikki? Your queen chair. I don't know who left it at my garage, but somebody left it out front of my shop. And this looks nice. So somebody left it, was left out in front of my shop. I come home, I said, don't rock in it. I said, if I don't go through and pick that up, somebody will steal that thing. So I don't know who gave it to me, but I appreciate you. You stop recording now. Wipe it,